What a day. What a lovely day to make a paracord bracelet. If you don't know, people in the paracording community love making the Mad Max style bracelet. We have covered this bracelet on the channel a couple times before, but today we're going to do something a little special. So, witness me as we make the metal Mad Max bracelet. For our metal Mad Max style bracelet today, we are going to need 10 feet of 550 paracord, and we do have this in a dark camo. We have our hex nuts or lug nuts, depending on what you call them in your region. And we also have our Fid. So for our first step, we do want to take the ends of our working strands here, and we want to come down, about 2 feet, and we want to start working on our weave right here. So how we're going to start this off is we're going to take the left working strand, we're going to come, bring it around, loop it over top of itself and over top of our right working strand. For the next step, we want to take the right working strand, we want to make sure that we are going over top of our left working strand, go underneath everything, and bring it through the left loop. So now we have 2 loops and a working strand going through both of those loops. Now we just want to cinch these tight. And after you cinch, you should have something like this. And this is going to be the top of our bracelet, and we're going to be working down. Now the way that we do the Mad Max style bracelet is with a bunch of cobra knots, but we are going to be incorporating the lug nuts that we showed you at the beginning as we do this weave. So first, let's make our first cobra knot coming from the right. And if you don't know how to do that, you make a loop over the 2 core strands, bring your left working strand around the back and through that loop. And when you tighten it, it should look something like that. Now the way that I like to remember the cobra knot is you can see that the left strand is over top of the knot, so that's where we're going to be making our next loop. So we're coming from the left side this time, bringing the right working strand through that loop and tightening. And as you can see, the outside knot is now on the right side. Now after 2 passes, this is where you want to start adding your lug nuts. We're going to take the folded end of our 550 paracord, we're going to pinch them together at the center, and we're going to bring our lug nut right through. So basically we do want our lug nut sitting in between the next knot that we're going to make. Now, it's just a matter of making another cobra weave, starting from the right side this time. And you can really pull on these working strands to make it very, very tight. And there's our first lug nut. We're going to continue doing 2 of the cobra weaves and adding a lug nut. So we'll show you how this is done. So again, the knot's on the outside right here. So we start the loop from the left, bring our right cord behind the back and through that loop. 1 knot. Second knot. After our second cobra weave, we do want to take the pinched end again, take our lug nut, put it right through the pinched end. With the second lug nut in place, we are going to continue our cobra weave around it. And I think it is pretty cool. If you do every second weave, you'll see that the outside strand switches as you start coming down the bracelet. And with our third lug nut in place and just a cobra weave to secure that in place, we're going to finish the rest of the bracelet and we'll come back to you when it's time to finish it off. So once you have the cobra weave and the bracelet at a size that you would like, and we have placed this around my wrist to see how it's going to look, I do like that length right there. Our next step is we're going to be cutting and singeing off the rest of our working strand paracord. After cutting and singeing down our working strands that we use to make our cobra weave, our next step is to cut the loop that we still have on the end of our paracord here. Now we are going to burn the ends here, and we're going to be using our Fid. And what we want to do is we want to put these two ends through the two loops that we made at the very beginning of our weave. So once we have our working strands going through the top loops that we made at the very beginning of our bracelet, the final thing that we have to do for this bracelet to finish it off is to get some kind of stopper on the end here so that the strings don't pull through those loops. And I am very partial to the diamond knot, so we're going to be using that as our stopper. One of the reasons I do like the diamond knot is it's very easy to move, and we are going to have to move this knot a little bit farther up our working strand here to make sure that the bracelet isn't too big, and I think right there is going to work perfectly. All right, now that we have made our diamond knot and we have it in the position that we would like it in, to finish off the bracelet, we're going to cut and singe the rest of our paracord. So here we do have the metal Mad Max bracelet looking shiny and chrome. I really love this bracelet as well because it is definitely on the easier side to make. It doesn't require a jig, it doesn't require a lot of tools, and it is something that you can just practice over and over again until you get familiar with the weave, and it's very cool just to make for somebody. In addition to being a very easy bracelet to make, it's a very quick bracelet too. So you just throw your arm in, you pull on the slack, and you are good to go. That's it. Thanks so much for checking out the video, and if it did help you, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. If you are in the paracording world, I'm sure you've had a chance to make your own mediocre Mad Max style bracelet, but I'd love to know what you think of mine in the comments below. Have yourself a great rest of the day today. We'll see you in Valhalla. We'll see you on the next video.